So today I am going to discuss about the topic what continuity. Our discussion is what continuity. Okay. Chapter is what continuity. In this particular chapter, here you see I have draw a graph of a function. Graph of a function. This is the graph of a function. And in this graph you see I identify 4 points. This is origin, okay? 4 points in the domain of the function. These are called what? A, B, C, D, okay? And the graph is like that. Here you see in this particular point there is a break. So you can automatically say that the function is discontinuous at that point. And mathematically आप क्या दिखाई दे रहा है? से उसका अगर x is equal to a left में अगर approach हो रहा है तो fx का वैल्यू क्या होगा? This is what the value of fx. And right से अगर approach होगा तो value of fx is what? This one. So the from here to here. So in this case what happened? Both the value, functional value, that means both the value of fx are not same. That means left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit. So as we know that when left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit, the function is discontinuous, and graphically also we find that the function is also discontinuous, right? Now at x equal to b, you see this is the function, okay? This is the point. At that point what happens? If x is approaches to b from left, this is the functional value. If x is approaches to b from right, this is the functional value. I mean left hand limit, right hand limit दोनों क्या होगा? Equal हो जाएगी. But exactly at x equal to b there is a gap. Means at x equal to b exact point में वहाँ में y का ग्राफ में कोई point नहीं है. The graph is not defined. Functional value is not defined. Mean fb is not defined. Fb is not defined. So left hand limit is right hand limit, and where what happen? Fb is not defined. Fb is what? Not defined, and that's why the function is discontinuous at that point. इस पॉइंट में क्या है? फंक्शन क्या होगा? डिसकंटिन्यूअस है, बिकॉज द फंक्शनल वैल्यू एट दिस पॉइंट इज नॉट डिफाइंड. नाउ कम टू दिस पॉइंट. हियर यू सी इफ एक्स इज अप्रोचेस टू सी फ्रॉम लेफ्ट, देन दिस इज द फंक्शनल वैल्यू. इफ एक्स इज अप्रोचेस टू सी फ्रॉम राइट, दिस इज द फंक्शनल वैल्यू. दैट मीन लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट एंड राइट हैंड लिमिट. दैट मीन्स दोनों क्या हो रहा है? लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट का वैल्यू इतना ही हो रहा है, राइट हैंड लिमिट का वैल्यू सेम हो रहा है, बोथ आर इक्वल. एंड ऑल्सो एट एक्स इक्वल टू सी, एक्स एफ एक्स इज ऑल्सो डिफाइंड. देयर इज नो ब्रेक, देयरफॉर इट इज एग्जिस्ट. देयरफॉर लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट, राइट हैंड लिमिट इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? एफ सी, एंड देयरफॉर फंक्शन इज continuous at x equal to c. Similarly, at this point also there is no break, function is continuous at x equal to d. So in this particular domain of the function, there are 2 points where the function is that is discontinuous, and there are 2 points we find the function is continuous. But still function is discontinuous, because why? Because it is discontinuous at 2 points, therefore it is a discontinuous function. And this function is called a discontinuous function, because we know that a function is discontinuous when function is continuous when it is continuous at every point. Here in 2 points it is discontinuous, therefore it is a discontinuous function. But how to check the continuity at a particular point? Why we have used this particular formula? We draw all the graphs and show you. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the continuity of a function like constant function, that is a identity function, and as well as another one is that is called polynomial function. These are very, very important. That is function. Okay. Where it is continuous, why it is continuous, we are going to show. Let us know what is constant function. First we know, let us review it. You got in class 11 constant function. Constant function means suppose f is a function from R to R. Largest domain is the set of real number, and largest domain is the set of codomain is the set of real number. Okay, and suppose that this is a function and value of R, all the values of R map with one and only one element of the codomain. ठीक है, suppose जितने भी है 1, 2, -1, half, जितने भी elements है, everyone will map with a particular real number. सबके साथ अगर एक ही मैप करें, means f1 is this, f2 is this, f of -1 is this, f of half is this. ठीक है. For example, suppose that fx is equal to what? 1, where x belongs to what? R. इसका मतलब है आप अगर सेट ऑफ रियल नंबर, दिस इज आर, दिस इज ऑल्सो आर, एफ इज ए फंक्शन फ्रॉम आर टू आर एंड ऑल द रियल नंबर आर मैप विथ ओनली व्हाट, सब ने किसके साथ मैप कर रहा है, every real number are mapping with what, only 1, and therefore it is a constant function. And graph of the constant function are like, this is x-axis, because in the graph x-axis represent domain and y-axis represent what, range. And here fx is for x belongs to r means what, x greater than 0, x less than 0 and x equal to 0. Okay, for every x you see x greater than 0, less than 0 or what happen, equal to 0, the value of fx is what, 1. Y means value of y is what, fx means what, y. We always denote y equal to what, fx. Now this is your 1 suppose. For x greater than 0 के लिए सारी 1 होगा, दोस्तों ज्वाइन करो, and less than 0 के लिए सारी 1 होगा, ज्वाइन करो, and for x equal to 0 it is also defined. So graph यही होगा. Graph of the function is a straight line. Graph of the function is what? Straight line. Y equal to what? 1. And which is a constant quantity. You got in coordinate geometry. Y is a constant representing always a straight line parallel to x-axis. Parallel to what? X-axis. And this type of function, as you see, there is no break. There is no break. And this function are what? Always continuous function. Always what? Continuous function. So constant function are always continuous function. If we say another definition, fx is equal to what, suppose -2, तो -2 होगा तो नीचे होगा, ऐसा कुछ होगा, नीचे आएगा, so ग्राफ ऐसा होगा, ठीक है, थ्रू आउट द डोमेन fx is equal to -2 for all x belongs to what, r, then this type of function are called what, constant function, and constant function are always continuous. Okay, why continuous? Because throughout its domain there is no break in the graph, there is no break in the graph. Suppose that fx is equal to what, a, where a is a constant, what is x, x belongs to r, then this type of function are always continuous. What is a? A is a particular real number, it may be positive or may be negative. If it is positive, then graph will be above x-axis, if it is negative, graph will be below x-axis, when which is parallel to what, x-axis. ठीक है, so this is called constant function, and constant function are always कंटिन्यूस. जहाँ जहाँ आपको कांस्टेंट फंक्शन मिलेगी, जैसे कांस्टेंट फंक्शन क्या होता है, एफ एक्स इक्वल टू कांस्टेंट, एफ एक्स इज इक्वल टू सम रियल नंबर, ऐसा अगर हो जाए तो आप क्या कह सकते हैं, द कांस्टेंट फंक्शन इज ऑलवेज कंटिन्यूस. ठीक है. नाउ आइडेंटिटी फंक्शन, नेक्स्ट इज आई एम गोइंग टू डिस्कस आइडेंटिटी फंक्शन. आइडेंटिटी फंक्शन. आइडेंटिटी फंक्शन क्या है? बेसिकली डेफिनेशन है, एफ इज ए फंक्शन फ्रॉम सेट ऑफ आर टू आर, हाइएस्ट डोमेन इज सेट ऑफ आर एंड हाइएस्ट रेंज इज सेट ऑफ आर, कोडोमेन इज सेट ऑफ रियल नंबर. ओके, नाउ सपोज दैट सम रियल नंबर आई टेक 1 2 3 ऐसे सब कुछ मिलेगा, here 1 2 3 ऐसा कुछ मिलेगा. देयर आर इनफाइनाइट नंबर ऑफ रियल नंबर. इफ 1 मैप विथ ओनली 1, 2 मैप विथ 2, 3 मैप विथ 3, 4 map with 4, that means same element map with itself, map with itself. That means what function is like, function is f is a function from r to r, right? Map of x is x. If x belongs to r, then x is mapped with x itself, and this x is the image of this x, which is called what, fx, because we know that image of 1 under f, f1, and which is equal to what, 1. Image of 2 under f is f2, which is equal to 2. So fx equal to x, fx equal to x, f3 equal to 3, fx equal to what, x. That means if f is a function from r to r defined by fx, fx is equal to x for all x belongs to r, then such type of function are called what, identity function. x का इमेज क्या होगा, x ही रहेगा, चेंज नहीं होगा. दैट टाइप ऑफ फंक्शन आर कॉल्ड, दैट इज identity function. And what should be the, what is the graph of this particular function? If you draw the graph, then you see 1 x is equal to 1, fx is equal to what. Suppose x का वैल्यू अगर 1 लिया करो तो f1 क्या होगा, this fx means what, y, that means it is y equal to x, and You know y equal to x is a line which is passing through the what? Origin. You know y equal to mx is a line which is passing through the origin. Here m is equal to what? M equal to what? 1, and m means tan theta, slope of the line is equal to what? Tan theta, and theta equal to what? 45 degree. Theta equal to what? 45 degree. That means this line will bisecting. ऐसा होगा. Graph is this. Now you see, this is your domain from here to here, from here to here. Throughout the domain, वहाँ से शुरू करो. Throughout the domain, there is no break. देखो function में every point are connected. Every point are connected. There is no gap. So this type of function are called what? Always continuous function. ठीक है? Identity function are called always continuous. ठीक है? Identity function क्या है? fx equal to x. This type of function are always called what? Identity function. Whatever with the domain, and largest domain is set of real number. Okay? It may be less than r also. छोटा सा domain भी हो सकता है. Then it also be an identity function, and such type of function are always continuous. ये सारी function क्या होती है? Continuous होती है. There is no break in any element within the domain. Okay? Now polynomial function, very important. An expression I first take, if you got in school also this type of expression, and you study about the polynomial function in school. Those who are Assamese medium, I can say बहुपद राखी, बहुपद राखी. ओके, तो ये क्या है? पोलिनोमियल फंक्शन का डेफिनेशन क्या है? सपोज f इज ए फंक्शन from R to R defined by fx equal to a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus an x to the power n. This type of function, this type of expression, I am considered algebraic expression. Okay, because here a variable is introduced. So algebraic expression are called polynomial function. It's called polynomial. First you say polynomial and then it is a function. Okay, polynomial कैसे होगा? When the condition is that the coefficient a0, a1, a2 ... an must be real number. Very very important. These are all individually a real number, and the power of x, index of x का जो index है क्या है? 1 2, that is power 1 2 ... n. ये सारे इंडेक्स क्या होगा? दिस शुड बी नेचुरल नंबर, पॉजिटिव इंटीजर. दिस शुड बी व्हाट? पॉजिटिव इंटीजर. वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इज दिस. If this condition are satisfied, these two conditions, by any such type of algebraic expression, then this algebraic expression is called a polynomial. For example, suppose that fx equal to suppose 1 plus x square. Is it a polynomial or not? Let us check. It can be written as 1 plus 0 into x plus x square. Can I write this? And here what is a? This is a0, this is a1, and coefficient of x square is 1. This is called a2. Here a0, a1, a2. Here a0, a1, a2 are real number. This condition is satisfied. And power of x, this is 1 and this is 2. Power of x are 1, 2, natural number, and therefore this expression is a polynomial. And this expression is called quadratic polynomial. It is quadratic with highest power of x is equal to what? 2, and therefore it is called quadratic polynomial function. And a function is called quadratic polynomial. Suppose that fx is equal to what? a0 plus a1x plus a2x square is called a quadratic polynomial. Very important is that if a2 is a real number which is non-zero, एक्स स्क्वायर का जो कोफिशिएंट है वो अगर नॉन जीरो हो तो ये क्या बन जाएगा? क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल होगा. अदरवाइज व्हाट हैपन? इट विल नॉट बी क्वाड्रेटिक. अगर ये जीरो हो जाए तो ये टर्म नहीं रहेगा एंड बिकम्स व्हाट? लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल. ओके, अंडरस्टूड. एंड इफ अगेन इट इज ए लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल, कंडीशन इज व्हाट? a0 a1 नॉट इक्वल टू 0. अगर a1 0 हो जाए तो इट इज ए कांस्टेंट पॉलिनोमियल. इट इज ए कांस्टेंट फंक्शन. कांस्टेंट फंक्शन हो जाएगा. समझ में आ रहा है? सो दिस पर्टिकुलर पोलिनोमियल, दिस इज ए पोलिनोमियल, इज कॉल्ड व्हाट? पोलिनोमियल ऑफ nth डिग्री. हाईएस्ट पावर इज व्हाट? n. सो nth डिग्री, उसका डिग्री क्या होगा? n होगा. अंडर द कंडीशन इज व्हाट? condition is what? This is important condition is that this is nth degree if an coefficient of highest power of x should not be non-zero. ओके, अगर ये नॉन जीरो होगा तब जाके इसका डिग्री n होगा, अगर ये जीरो हो जाए तो इसका प्रीवियस वाला हो सकता है. ठीक है, इसीलिए fx is called a polynomial of nth degree. When we say, then we should give a condition n at n not equal to 0. So how to identify a algebraic expression become a that is a polynomial when the coefficient of the term containing x or constant term are real number and power of x becomes what? Natural number. ठीक है, अगर ऐसा हो तो आप इसको polynomial कह सकते हो. ठीक है, understood? So such type of function are called polynomial function, and polynomial function उसका domain क्या होता है? Always set of real number, and polynomial function are always continuous. Always continuous. Why? Because you see, start with the smaller polynomial function. Suppose I am saying fx is equal to what? 1, which is a constant function. Constant function कैसा होता है? This is a continuous function. It is also a polynomial. Okay. Suppose fx is equal to what? x plus 1. It is a straight line. तो straight line का equation कैसा होता है? Graph. This is the straight line. So it is throughout its domain. Domain जितना बड़ा करो उसका रेंज क्या हो रहा है? फंक्शनल फंक्शन का जो ग्राफ में ब्रेक नहीं आ रहा है. So it is continuous. If you consider a quadratic polynomial x square plus bx plus c ऐसा होगा. This is fx quadratic polynomial. और उसकी ग्राफ कैसे होती है? It will be a like parabolic shape. It is a parabolic shape. You got it in school, I think. ऐसा होगा. It will be like that or this way. Different type of graphs are there. Okay. This is the graph. And everywhere you see whatever be the domain जितना बड़ा कर ले आपका उसके कोई ब्रेक नहीं है. इस ग्राफ में कोई ब्रेक नहीं है. This type of called what? Polynomial of degree 2. हाँ. और जब ये डिग्री 3 होगा तो उसका ग्राफ ऐसा होगा थोड़ा सा. डिग्री 4 होगा तो उसका ग्राफ ऐसे होगा. 5th होगा तो ग्राफ ऐसे होगा. ऐसा बैंड होते रहेंगे. ठीक है. सो अल्टीमेटली द पोलिनोमियल फंक्शन आर ऑलवेज कंटिन्यूअस. ठीक है, कोई भी जगह में देखो ब्रेक नहीं मिल रहा है. नो ब्रेक विल बी देयर ऑफ सच टाइप ऑफ फंक्शन. क्वाड्रेटिक देन क्यूबिक, उसका ऑर्डर 4 डिग्री 4 हो जाए या 5th हो जाए. ऑल सच टाइप ऑफ पोलिनोमियल फंक्शन have what? Are always continuous. और उसका डोमेन क्या होता है? Domain of the polynomial function are all real number, because whatever be the quadratic polynomial, for every x, fx is again a real number. तो हमें क्या मिलता है? Domain is the set of real number हो जाती है. तो मैंने कोशिश की कि I have discussed about a few graph of a function where function is continuous, where function is discontinuous. Then I have discussed about constant function, and constant function is always continuous. Then we discuss about identity function, which is also continuous. And then I have discussed about that is a polynomial function, which is also continuous. Yes, a particular example I have taken. Suppose fx equal to suppose x plus root x plus 1. Is it a polynomial or not? Let us check. You check, this is power 1. उसका पावर क्या है? हाफ है. उसका पावर क्या है? There is no power. So this one coefficient क्या है? 1. उसका coefficient 1. All are real number, but power क्या है? इस x का पावर क्या है? हाफ है. And half is not a natural number, and therefore it is not a polynomial. For example, suppose that fx is another one. Suppose ix square plus x plus 2. Here you see coefficient of x square is an imaginary number. It is not a real number, and such type of function are called what? The complex function, no doubt, but it is not a polynomial function. It is not a polynomial function. Okay, so these are the discussion of today's class. I hope that you understand, and then in the next class I will directly start your solving the question in your textbook. I will give some homework to you, and in collaboration with you, in cooperation with you, I can solve the chapter very easily. This is very interesting. फंक्शन को अंडरस्टैंड करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. फंक्शन इज़ द कोर ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स. फंक्शन अगर समझ में आ जाए तो आप मैथमेटिक्स समझना आसान होगी. ठीक है. सो ऑल द बेस्ट एंड हैव ए गुड डे है. थैंक यू.